Okay, we are rolling. PW Podcast, episode 1. I was gonna wait for a mic and stuff, but there is no better time than right now to drop this and launch this. So let's just get after it, okay? Yeah, we're gonna plug in real quick. We're just doing this all live, trapping off the iPhone. Yeah. PW Pod, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about lifting, fitness, fun, all that good stuff. Basically, like my life, People have a lot of questions for me, and we're just going to let it rip. Yeah, what about me? I just turned 30 last week. That was cool. It's been a crazy year, man. Luckily, the years just keep getting better and better. 29 was the best year of my life. 28 was a little better than that even. So yeah, let me just walk you through the past couple months. In March, I went and saw Steve Aoki in San Francisco. That was super, super fun. Saw Darius. Darius has been important lately. He's really inspired me to go chase my dreams and, be just dream bigger, right? He really worked his way up and now he's Steve Aoki's tour manager. So that's been really inspiring for me, wanting to, pursue my dreams and, just kind of keep reaching and reaching. What else has been good? Oh, yeah. And then I went to Vegas. Again, Vegas, same type of deal, very inspiring. Again, there's just so much fun stuff down there. I went to a Golden Knights game, went for March Madness, ran into Marshawn Lynch. That was incredible. So that was super, super fun. Here, let me get my pen real quick. Yeah, I saw Beast Mode at Red Rock. That was so crazy. I saw a tweet from Las Vegas locally that was yo, Beast Mode was at Red Rock last night. So literally as a joke, we went to go get custard because Red Rock is our local casino in Summerlin. So we went to go get custard. We're waiting this huge line. I forget the name of the custard place. I got the Oreo brownie brick. Oh my gosh, that thing was life-changing. I literally would fly down to Vegas just for that custard. So yeah, we're chilling. Can't even sit still during the damn pod, but that's what makes it the P-Dub pod, baby. It's all mine. Talking to the mic, get louder. Yeah, so run into Beast Mode, and it was hilarious. He literally goes up to Wingstop with his boy, orders wings, and then he goes from Wingstop down to Panda Express to get a drink or something, and then he walked back, just straight chilling. Only one dad went up to him and tried to get a picture. Beast Mode respectfully said no. And then Beast Mode sat about 15 feet away from us. It was honestly so crazy. And then me, Uncle K, and my boy Rydog just talked about how much of a legend Beast Mode was. He was about the same height as me, obviously a lot stronger. I mean, not much stronger. But yeah, that was pretty crazy. Yeah, and then Vegas was super fun. We are going back to Vegas for F1 in November. Oh my gosh, if you're going to be down there for F1, tap in, let's hang out. I cannot wait for that. And then Coachella was crazy, crazy, crazy. Oh my gosh, did 8 days. Went with my boys Chris and Stu. Shout out to them from LA and San Diego. Yeah, Coachella was unreal. Just off top, my 3 favorite sets from that: Tale of Us, Eric Prydz, and then Calvin Harris. Honestly, 3 of the best concerts I've ever seen out of hundreds and hundreds of shows. They were unreal. Tale of Us, their aesthetic, their music, their IDs, everything was just incredible. Same with Prydz, that was pretty special. The Dulab was unreal. Vintage Culture, back-to-back Machock, surprise set, day 1 at Coachella. That was just unbelievable for 2 hours. Oh man, and then that was at the same time as Metro. Whew. I met Metro Boomin in 2015 at the Travis Scott and Young Thug Days Before Rodeo tour. Travis had Chase B obviously as his DJ, and then Thug had Metro, and I got the funniest picture with Metro, and I was so turned. It was hilarious. So yeah, seeing Metro 8 years later, like basically own Coachella with The Weeknd doing like 8 songs. He brought out Future, 21 Savage, Diddy, Weekend and Future debuted Double Fantasy. It was honestly unreal. Creepin' was crazy. That was super super nuts. And then what else? Oh yeah, so like I love the desert. My mom's got a house there, and then yeah, we got this crazy new rental house for people to stay at during Coachella, and I got to check that out for the first time. And it's crazy. I learned about that rental house. Well, not learned about the rental house, but my favorite vlogger and a bunch of David Dobrik's friends stayed in our house, so that was super super chill. Um, yeah, that was honestly insane. I was watching my favorite vlogger's vlog, and then he was like, "Oh, we're at this house," and then I hadn't been to our new place, so I didn't fully recognize it. But it turns out my favorite vlogger and his friends all rented out my mom's new rental house, which was nuts. And then the next weekend, some guy, a bunch of MMA fighters stayed there. That was insane. And this dude who stayed there was like hanging with the Kardashians and Travis Barker. So he was like, yeah, very, very much in the scene, which was nuts. So yeah, that was super cool. And then what else happened? Oh yeah, and then the next weekend to round it all out, Taylor Lautner from Twilight stayed at my mom's house, and it's funny too because all the people that stayed there, luckily they tagged it a lot, but they didn't take like the best angles and stuff. I don't know. I would honestly take my pictures over Taylor Lautner's, but yeah, no, that was cool. Like just pretty crazy and surreal that the world shrinks that much. Like all these kind of B and C list celebs. Well, I guess Taylor Lautner, he's a big deal. They stayed at our house, and the world really shrinks a lot. And the first day when I went to go visit, Wyatt and Darius were able to be there with me, so that was super super fun to have a little welcome party. Yeah, the desert is always a blast. It was my 5th Coachella in a row. They seriously just get better and better, man. The desert, unreal. Yeah, Yuma Tent, super super special. Mathame or Mathame, however you say that. Colin, those were some of my favorite sets. Chris Lake and Fisher, that was just unbelievable. It was crazy because in my first Coachella, I saw Fisher play Dulab, and it was when Fisher debuted Losing It. So to see him go from Dulab surprise show, actually I've seen all 3 of his performances, and then it was 2019 or I think he played Sahara Tent, and that was massive. Losing It was such a big song, and then to see it come full circle, and now like their new IDs, Take It Off and Atmosphere and all this stuff like are just so big, and it was really cool to be a part of that moment. What else was good? Sophie Tucker, that was crazy too. I saw Sophie in 2017 or 2018 in Portland. They did an Animal Talk small DJ show, and then Sophie actually like held my phone. I can throw that clip in there. So again, that was crazy to see them like rock the outdoor stage. Yeah, so that was really really cool. And then who else? Oh, LPGOB. Oh my gosh, I've been obsessed with her for a bit. And man, her Sahara Tent show, it was like one of the best things I've ever seen. Like it was so special. She absolutely crushed it. And yeah, it was so much fun. The Yuma Tent. I think I said Sahara, but whatever. Yeah, the Yuma was really, really special this year. The Despacio, that was super cool. I only got to go in there like for like 5 minutes with my friends Alex and her crew. That was super fun. So yeah, but wish I definitely got to spend more time in the Despacio. But man, Coachella, like the art this year too, the balloons, the robots. What was my favorite? Probably. What was my favorite? That X. X was probably the first favorite. That was just so cool. I'll put in some pictures of that. Robots were probably the second favorite. The balloons were really special at night. And then the drones. They had a lot of drones at Coachella. That was super, super chill. So, yeah, that was really good. And then what else happened? Let's make sure we're still recording. Yeah, well, we're still going. We're at 10 minutes into the pod. Yeah, Bjork, that was a little nice surprise. Oh, and then another cool thing, like the past 2 years, I've got to spend Sunday with Darius, which again was just super, super cool. Last year, he was producing Revolve Festival, and he got us in. which was one of the craziest days of my life. Met the guy Marvin Anthony from Too Hot to Handle season 2, which was hilarious. He was super chill. Then what else? Yeah, Revolve Fest was crazy. There was like a LaCroix booth, 818 tequila flowing all day. I got a picture in the same spot as Kendall Jenner. That was nuts. And I didn't like see that many celebrities. I guess everybody there kind of looks like a celeb. Just kidding. Picture of a picture. This is a fan. How funny is that? I got a lot of funny toys right now. Not funny, but these AirPods, honestly, the best purchase of my life. They were like $12. Yeah, oh, we got the black nails right now. We're rocking that little watch action. The Whoop. Again, I cannot suggest or recommend Whoop enough. I'm a personal trainer and a realtor. So, yeah, that was pretty good. And, yeah. What else has been going on? So, yeah, Coachella was good. Yeah, I got to spend 2 days with Darius, which was super, super cool. Yeah, shout out Darius. He, like, luckily been getting to spend a lot of time with him lately, which has been good. And it's pretty funny. We've only hung out like 4 or 5 times, but every time we hang, it's been in a different state. We met at the Gorge in Washington, which was crazy. He played the main stage at Beyond Wonderland, which was super cool. And then Rory played it the next day, so it's pretty special to see your friends get to play the main stage at the Gorge. And then we all got to go backstage the whole time, which was crazy again. Shout out to Darius, shout out to Rory. That was really, really cool, and thank you for bringing me along for that. So then, yeah, at Beyond, we all stayed at a house at the Gorge. That was super tight. And then what else? Oh yeah. Then they both played. We went backstage, and then where else did I see Darius? Oh yeah. Then the second time was Revolve Festival in Coachella, and then he got to come to my mom's house, which was cool. And then he got to meet all my friends, and then he started meeting up with my friend or friends of friends and whatnot. And then we all became friends. So yeah, that was cool. And then the third time I saw Darius was in Portland when Steve came to 45 East. So that was chill. He hooked us up with that. And then we hung out in SF, and then we hung out at Coachella again. So yeah, it was super, super fun to have a friend where you like only see on vacation and at good times. Like, you know, that just makes every time we hang out that much more special. Yeah, and then it finished off with him being able to come and hang out at my mom's new house in the desert. So to see that all come full circle was super, super chill and exciting. Shout out to Uncle Darius, my brother, or whatever, all of the above. He is such a legend and so inspiring. I am very grateful for him. And again, thank you for pushing me and motivating me more than you would ever know. And hopefully we'll both be living in Vegas soon. So yeah, then what else? So yeah, that was Coachella. It was crazy. 8 days. Glad I survived. And then Miami, man. Oof, Miami was so nuts. Little bachelor party down there. The food, I mean, I like Vegas. And Miami is Vegas like times 10. Honestly, if not times 100. Like, it is so nuts. And then we went the week before Formula One. So it was like a low-key weekend. There are no low-key weekends in Miami. I met so many cool people down there. Shout out to Shannon. Shout out to Uncle Cook. Shout out to my boy Leek. Oh my gosh, my boy Mont, the manager. So what were my favorite parts of Miami? Prime or Steak 112. Prime 112, whatever. Yeah, my gosh, that was crazy. The steak was unreal. Seafood, all that stuff. The desserts. And that's where we met Leek and Uncle Cook. I'll put that video in. They were so funny. And then what else? Oh yeah, the first night we went to Komodo. Oh my gosh, Komodo lived up to the hype. That was so good. It was my first time at a Dave Grutman restaurant, and like I love Dave Grutman so much. He is such an inspiration. The Peking duck was amazing. They had this like steak sushi thing that was just unreal. That was super special. And then what else? It was, the whole thing was just over the top. Dining was amazing. We had espresso martinis flowing all day. Got to meet my friend Rachel. Shout out to Rachel. We had a blast. We hung out for a little bit. That was dope. And yeah, Miami, there's just so much going on. And then F1 was the next weekend. So yeah, and then we went to 11. Oof, 11 is 11, baby. We got there at like 11 p.m. and then I stayed till 7:30. So I did like 8.5 hours in the club, and that was just nuts. I had my earplugs in, kind of paced myself. I was talking to who I thought was our host that night, Alec. Shout out Alec. He's a ledge. If you're ever at 11, hit up our boy. Go Ducks. Yeah, he's a big duck. So I thought I was talking to our host, but because he was in a Barstool hat, and then turns out it was Dave Portnoy's BFF, or right hand man Gaz. So yeah, that was pretty crazy. Oh, yeah, I gotta get the audio better. Oh, good. Okay, sorry, the audio's probably much better. But yeah, I was with Gaz from Barstool. That was pretty nuts. So yeah, Miami was crazy. And then, oh my gosh, Kiki on the River. Kiki, wow, no wonder Drake is obsessed with it. Like, that was such a cool experience. We went there for lunch on our last day. A lot of the guys were hurting because we were, pretty tired just from, playing so much pool volleyball and doing other wholesome guy activities. But yeah, Kiki, oh my gosh. Not like, I know why Drake loves it. The aesthetic was unreal, like such a vibe. Everybody was so pretty. The food was so good. Greek, steak, Mediterranean, seafood. Oh, just so many good flavors, tapas, seafood, and like the bathroom and everything was like so aesthetic. The whole thing was just so chill. And then we were right on the water, had the most gorgeous table. And we're just watching all these boats go by. We were with these models from New York and stuff. Shout out to like everybody. The waiters were super chill. Everybody in Miami is just like so nice and a good vibe. Kind of reminds me of Vegas. And then I was like all packing up, ready to go, like having a wholesome night. And then we got invited back to 11. So we got some more tables and chairs and hats and stuff. Again, shout out Alec. He hooked it up big time. So I did 12 hours in 11. And then some celebrities I'm pretty sure I saw. I honestly thought I saw Ryan Gosling in the club. That was crazy. Chainsmokers, D-Hop. We saw Dragic the next night. So yeah, 12 hours and 11, then went straight to the airport. Like, flying home was one of the roughest things I've ever done. So yeah, I think that's good. That was basically just like my travel for the past couple months. Well, yeah. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll just take it up to here. And then chilled out for a couple weeks. And then I saw Taboo and Hamdi. Hamdi was really cool. He debuted his new like Skrillex song, Push and Pull or whatever. And then he played Counting. Yeah, Hamdi was really, really good. Had my birthday, turned 30, got a keg for that. The Oregon Duck came. That was super chill. Yeah. And who else? Yeah, that show with Hamdi had Super Future, Taboo, Dirt Monkey, and Jansen. So yeah, that was a really chill tour. And then who did I see last week? Oh, last week I saw DJ Hansel, Dylan Francis. He was really, really funny and fun. And then I saw, Eli Brown. Eli Brown was like, shout out to him, man. He played EDC on Friday and then did Portland Saturday. A nice 2-hour set. He was so, so good. Yeah. And then what else is going on? I put on a little weight, just like lifting and eating more. So that was good. And then now I'm like doing a little cut. I'm just, trying to be more mindful and eating cleaner. So that's been going well. Been thinning out a bit. Starting to train people, and I just got my real estate license in Oregon, so I'm going to start selling some homes, and super excited for that. Yeah, what else? Okay, we're almost I'm going to probably keep it pretty short, wrap this up, but I don't know why I didn't wear this stuff. We're at the beach, so we got the Beach Closure 2020 hat. I gotta get some good clickbait for the pod, But no, we're chilling. Thank you everybody for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, PW Podcast. We're gonna get this out, I don't know, weekly or whenever. Try to get some good guests on. We just like to have fun with it, Fitness, fun, music, my life. Oh my gosh, it feels good to stretch out. But yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. We're just going to keep having fun, keep booming. Maybe we'll get the mic working next week. Just kidding. The mic always works, baby. But, yeah. Peace. We'll cut it at 20 minutes, but nice little 20-minute pod. Gang, gang.